Psalm 91 verse 14. Because he has loved me, therefore I will... Verses 14 to 16, the author changes from talking in third person about God's promises to God speaking to us personally from his secret place and announcing his promises in first person. God is speaking prophetically to each one of us directly, denoting significantly more depth in this relationship. It's as if God picks us out of all the others and sets his love on us and embark on a deeper relationship. In the same way, the reader should set their love on God, and when they do, the promises come into effect, and God is indulgent with his promises to the ones who love him. Love is a cohesiveness that binds man to God, and God will be faithful to his beloved. Love always requires presence and nearness. Special memories are birthed out of a relationship. These verses must be experienced and cannot be fully explained otherwise. True protection has everything to do with closeness. Some people acknowledge that there is a God and others know him. Only an encounter with the Lord and time spent with him will cause one to lay hold of the promises in Psalm 91. Our obedience is a telltale sign that we love him, from John 14 verse 15. These 7 promises are reserved for those who return his love. So, Psalm 91 verse 14, because he has loved me, therefore I will deliver him. We should be praying, because I love you, Lord, I thank you for your promise to deliver me. As in Joel chapter 2 verse 32, whoever calls on the name of the Lord will be delivered. Ask yourself, from what is he going to deliver me? He's going to deliver you from both internal and external deliverances. Some previous external ones are lions problems, young lion problems, cobra problems, dragon problems, the terror by night. There are evils that come through images, through war, terror, and violences, and arrows that fly by day are enemies' assignments meant to wound us. Pestilence are plagues, deadly diseases, and fatal epidemics. Destruction are evils over which man has no control. God wants to deliver us from every evil known to man. It is comforting to know that God involves himself in the minutest details of our lives, even when we may be caught off guard. God is faithful to offer his covenant protection of Psalm 91 to us even when we may overstep our bounds, and these promises can deliver us no matter what we may be facing. Deliverance is all-encompassing. Psalm 32 verse 7, you are my hiding place. You preserve me from trouble. You surround me with songs of deliverance. There is a vast difference between knowing the promises and applying these promises and fully trusting him. There is no room for complacency. Psalm 91 verse 14, because he has loved me, I will set him securely on high, because he has known my name. To be set securely on high, God pulls us up to where he is. Our vantage point is much improved. We are seated with him in heavenly places. Hebrews 8 verse 11, we all know, and to know is to stare at, discern clearly, to experience, or to gaze with wide open eyes as the gazing at something remarkable. It's most personal than what people are experiencing. The New Testament life, the Christian life, is more personal than what people experienced during the Old Testament. It's important to realize that the name you call on can save you, set you securely on high, or you can use the name to curse and speak evil. Many times we lose spiritual battles with our mouths, and we open ourselves up for assaults. An environment of cursing opens the door for being cursed. Yet calling on God for help renders aid. When you get a revelation of the power of that name, it not only causes you to refrain from evil, but it also gives you a reverence for Him, just as you would respect the name of one of your closest friends. Meditate on God's promise. I will set him on high because he has known my name. These are not just empty words. Wow. You can start declaring, Lord, you have promised you will set me securely on high because I have known your name on a first-hand basis. I have experienced your covenant promises described in your different covenant names. In Acts 4 verse 12, there is no other name under heaven that has been given among men by which we must be saved, healed, delivered, protected, and sustained. Because we know His name and love Him, God responds with two promises of deliverance and position.